Hello everyone, I'm Justin,
I'm Ruby.
and for today's video we are reacting to all the openings for Vinland Saga. Now, I'm pretty sure you have not heard anything of Vinland Saga,
No.
but it is one of the most hyped animes that has come out in these previous years. It is an incredibly good show. I think you will get right away what the show is about. But as always, I want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think the story is about? And of course, your opinions on the music and the animation.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that said, let's just jump right into the first opening. Are you ready?
I see something that I'm familiar with.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. Because Crunchyroll
Yeah.
always sounds like a cinnamon roll to me.
Yeah, it's just the ones that like deliver the anime
Yeah.
to the US. Okay, ready for the opening?
Yes.
Let's go.
Vinland Saga. I don't even know what that means.
Vinland is the name that the Vikings gave to North America when they discovered it.
It looks like One Piece, but in the Middle East era.
Yeah.
Right now it's giving me Game of Thrones vibe.
Middle East era.
Yeah, Game of Thrones mixed with Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Also One Piece.
It's
Yeah.
really...
It feels like a fight or die type of voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can feel the
Aurora.
emotions.
Yeah.
You can see like it has a lot of sea traveling and him growing up from like
From
hopeful
innocent
kid,
boy to like a
fighter.
yeah. It's a scratchy voice thing.
So kind of like heavy metal
Ooh.
voice.
I really like the part before the last 10 seconds. Yeah.
You don't like when they start like screaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was Vinland Saga, the first opening. So right off the bat, what do you think is the story about?
About like family traveling. I feel like the story is mainly about that boy.
That boy?
Yeah, but it's covered with like the Viking family.
Yeah, like the whole
fighting.
story is about like him from being a kid all the way to growing up. Like we haven't even seen like how old he gets later into the show. He's still like kind of like young, but
teenager.
Yeah, teenager right now. Did you realize something like the type of clothing that the people were wearing, or like type of boats that they had?
Just like old time.
Yeah, but like which type of old time?
What does that mean?
It's Vikings.
You literally just told me in the first place.
Yeah,
I already know.
Cause like,
I already know. I said Viking family.
Okay. You said family, so
we're gonna have a fight now. Cause I literally just said, did I not say Viking family?
I will rewind the video and I will see what you said.
Okay, maybe I didn't. Yeah, but it's covered with like the Viking family.
Yeah, like so yeah, they are Vikings, and yeah, it's the whole story of during I think it's like 16th century, something like that, when the Vikings were like conquering Europe, and all the like fighting and brutality of the Vikings.
Yeah.
And we follow like this hopeful boy. A lot of things happen in his life, a lot of violence, a lot of like really bad things happen to him, and him like growing up from like being this kid to becoming what he is right now, like somebody like hateful that
hateful,
like
that's
that
sad.
yeah, like
I
he hates everything.
Just a warrior.
No, he hates everything.
Like me.
Yeah, and he just wants to like fight and do stuff for reasons that appear in the show that I don't want to spoil, but yeah. As for the music,
the environment forced him to be like that. You know, sometimes environment is tough, then you have to be tough.
So as for the music and the animation, what do you think?
I really like. I want to give it a 9, but the last 10 seconds.
You don't like the screaming.
Yeah. It's just my personal preference. I know some people will think that's like adding a high peak out of the for the song, but for me, I just feel like it's kind of like a bit too much. But I understand why they put it there, because it's like, you know, we're a warrior, we're a fighter, we're gonna just screaming. at everybody.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so then what, an 8.5, right?
8.5.
8.5.
But it's really good though. It's really good because like the also the draw like the style of the animation
Yeah,
is the one I
it's
like.
super good. Yeah, the
Yeah.
animation is like incredibly good.
Yeah, and it's really detailed. Like the
Yeah.
way they portray their clothes, their facial expression, the
They put a lot
movement
of
of the
thought into
wave of the ocean is also really like impressive to me.
For me, I think I will also give it an 8.5. It's a really good song. I think I'm also not a fan of the screaming, but in general, it's like a really strong song. Okay, let's go for the second one.
Second opening.
Okay, let's go second opening.
You know, crab actually live in place like
In the
that.
sea, maybe. So this is more rock. This is my
I
favorite
really
one.
like. I really like. Okay, I'm obsessed with like historical stuff. Cause I want to be a, what is that called?
Historian?
No, no, no. The one that's digging the mud.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Whatever. Yeah.
Iceland,
Iceland. They're conquering the world.
Greenland, and Vinland.
Vinland is a real land or no?
It's how they call North America.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not Greenland.
When they discovered it, they
okay.
call it Vinland.
Ooh.
I love this band. This is Man with a Mission. I love them.
Oh no. No, no.
I love that they show the axe and like him dodging it.
Yeah, fighting.
You can see like this is violence. This is purely violence.
I really like it though.
Yeah, it's
I think
super.
it's like a typical warrior song.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I really like how at the beginning they start with like the bagpipes, kind of the Scottish bagpipes. I love that. Like they really put thought into the music, and especially like what kind of show they are making this for. So like them putting like different types of music into it to fit the type of show. I love that. And yeah, I'm just a fan of Man with a Mission. I really like the music.
And I think I don't know if people will like resonate with me because I feel like sometimes when you're fighting with like X,
when they were fighting with the Axis,
that it has to go with certain type of music, which is this music. But if you're fighting with sword, like it's like and it's different type of music that will go with, because if you think about like they're fighting with sword with this music, it doesn't really match that well. Or like fighting with like other weapons, it has like a certain tones or like the style that will match well. So I really like how this song is so tough that I can just think they're fighting with is really brutal. Yeah.
And I think you reacted to one scene specifically that appeared during the opening, that now you know what was the thing that made him kind of like hateful towards the world. There was like a scene that you were like, oh
dad
no.
get killed.
Yeah.
With a lot of archers. Arrows.
Yeah, so basically like the whole first part of the show is how his dad gets killed by a group of mercenaries, and he joins that group of mercenaries because he wants to kill the leader. And the leader is like, yeah, sure, you can come with us, and I will allow you to fight me one-on-one, because like he's like a warrior. He feels like he needs to defeat him one-on-one. And but if you don't beat me, like every time you don't beat me, you need to keep working for me. So like he keeps working for the mercenary group.
But you know, the longer he works for him, the better that he gets at fighting skills.
Yeah. And he just gets better at fighting and like gets more respected and things like that. And during that, the mercenary group is taken to like to fight with the Vikings for to conquer England. So that's like the whole story of the first season. And basically, this first season is about how people glorify violence, and basically showing like violence is wrong, but like how people can like succumb into the violence. It's like basically the first season.
Yeah, but I feel like, violence is wrong, but at that time it's kind of like you have
Like the
no
only option they
choice,
had.
because if you don't get violent, you get violence on towards too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad.
Uh-huh. So yeah, for this opening, what do you think?
I think I like previous one better.
Mm-hmm.
This one is also maybe 8.
Okay. For me, this is a 9. I really like the music. I really like the band, and I feel like the animation, to me, it felt a bit better. Especially like the axe fight scene. Like
Yeah,
that was
but I
really
feel
cool.
like because they're showing really emotional scenes, so I kind of expect it to be a bit like sad.
Yeah.
Like mixing the.
But I hear a lot of people prefer the first opening to the second one, which I understand is just personal opinion to me. Okay, so are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, opening 3. Let's go. This is the first opening for the second season. I really like that starting point.
Spiritual. It's getting spiritual now.
Yeah.
Magical. Self-portray about the, what he has come through all the way.
Yeah, like he's
There's
growing.
A fire in his heart.
And he dropped the sword.
And he was drowning. And Demon saved him, or he chose Demon?
I think this representation is more like the people that he killed dragging him down.
And then when you want to wear the crown's full of blood. It's just like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Ew, I don't like that. Minus 0.5.
It's like the cup full of
blood.
Yeah,
it's wine, but it's also blood.
It's like, it was more metaphorical, this opening.
Oh, I like this one. They're really great at like the facial expression, I think.
Okay, so yeah, this is the first opening of the second season. You saw a shift in tone.
Yeah. It's getting really emotional.
This is like a lot of people, when they started like this season, they were like, basically this whole season happens in a farm. And they were like, what happened? We were like fighting, Vikings fighting. Why are we now focusing on a farm? And like the guy's not fighting anymore. The guy's like just like a shell of what he was before. And basically the author, what he's trying to say here is that like violence is wrong. It will leave you empty, and like you should focus on like being peaceful and like try to find like resolutions without fighting and things like that. Like the author basically hated fighting, so
everybody hates fighting.
So he first tried to portray this idea of violence, and now he's showing like what happens after like after you drown in the violence.
I think I can see that from the whole songs. It's like a personal growth journey, reaching the inner peace in the end. Like you're looking back at the bad things that you have done, but you had no choice, but it still affect you, but also shape you for who you are right now. So I feel like they're just trying to talk about like how you can reach the calmness in the end. And then like choose to not use violence.
Yeah, it's kind of like
maybe,
that. So for music and animation, what do you give it?
I really like it. I'll give it a 9.
You give it a 9?
Because I think I was kind of predicted to it. Like I was kind of predicted it, because I was like, oh, why there's no emotional part when they're trying to tell you this touching story and sad story, and now just like.
Now you get it.
Yeah, now I get it.
I feel for me, I really like the music. I think the voice is incredible, but I do feel like the animation, even though it was good, it didn't have as much.
Yeah, it's just showing people's face.
Yeah, so for me, I will give it an 8.5.
Yeah.
It was still great. It's just like I wish the animation was a bit better.
I like the pun that they're using, because it's not like, okay, this is not like direct. You have to read into the meaning of the every scene. And I feel like they have a really delicate design, like the the wine
Like
and
there's
then
a reason for
blood and then
everything.
like
Yeah,
the blood
dripping into the
dripping down
crown.
the crown
Yeah.
and then like dragging you to the water and stuff. It's just like really really deep meaning for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it has a really deep meaning. Well, with that, let's go to the last opening.
Okay. Mochi join us for the last opening.
Yeah. Okay, last opening. Let's go.
You know what I'm kind of expecting is like a significant other for the main character because they always have like to mix with the emotional things, the relationship stuff.
Yeah, let's see.
And then Dolph represents peace. Those masks looks a bit scary. They're doing some
Vikings.
like performing some rituals.
Maybe.
Hope. That's hope. Baby.
Maybe.
You know why? There's flowers and butterfly because they're reborn.
Let's go back to fighting and violence.
Oh no. Pray for forgiveness? No, you can't kill people. Is that Jesus?
No.
Oh, okay.
But there is religion here. There's
Yeah, I thought that was Bible stories too.
Ooh, killing. It's like realizing all the bloodshed.
Oh.
Kind of brutal, and him seeing his dad on the other side of the river.
This one is pretty. My favorite part of the video.
Yeah.
I think this one is a bit scary to me. Like I'm not really into like people's head on the stick and then just a lot of blood and stuff.
Yeah.
I know I like fighting scenes because it make me feel like heated.
Yeah,
but
it's really hype at that
this is
point.
really realistic,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I really cannot help to think about to connect it with like real
Events.
historical
Yeah,
things.
because this is something that happened. This was all the like the Vikings incursion into Europe.
Yeah. So for me, like there's a differences between like fantasy world and just fighting like with magic and stuff.
Yeah.
Then I would feel like, oh yeah, fight, kill. But right now this one is made me feel like, oh, it's a real. It's based on a real thing, like war, and it's just like, oh no, I don't want to people to fight.
Yeah.
Or kill each other.
Yeah, it's a really good story. I feel like the author did an incredible job at like
it's really
showing like a story that even though it has a part of fiction, it still fits into the whole general story of what happened during the Vikings conquest of Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a really, really good show that really delves into not only historical things but also like the concepts of violence and
there's a message that the author trying to send to people.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So well, for the animation and for the music, what do you think?
And you know why? I know why it's called paradox.
Why?
Because it's like, okay, you are trying to be reborn, like you try to confess your sins to like, I don't know, try to get forgiveness by not touching violence anymore, but you do it again. So it's paradox. Like you just really can't do.
Yeah. I think in the song it says something like something about like some people will think that I'm giving up, like but like it's not giving up. It's like trying like to find a different solution.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of like the paradox.
Yeah.
So what is your rating for this last opening?
I want to give it a 7.5.
7.5? Oh,
I because I am not really into graphic stuff like that, and then also there's a like the screaming thing at the end.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
but I really liked how they use like flowers and butterfly to symbolize some like hopeful stuff. And I really like the last scene of the ocean.
like showing the ocean.
Like it was like calm and like, you know, hope, but it's just kind of not my thing.
For me, I think I'll give this one a 9. I think I really liked it. I really like the music, and I also feel like it really fit into the animation,
The
like
whole story.
the whole story. Because like, especially I think like when it was a hype moment, it was when the animation was like showing the fighting scenes. So I feel like it really connected together, and it was still like the song was really good.
Yeah, it's just not my thing.
Yeah, so I think I will give it a 9. Okay, well, this has been our reaction to Vinland Saga. Yeah, it's an incredible anime. I would highly recommend. It's a great anime and just great story in general. And yeah, it's a really good. And the music and the story, the story that is telling through the animation and the music is super good. Mm-hmm. You have anything else to say about the story or anything?
No.
So well, with that said, if you
you
like our video, please like and subscribe.
subscribe.
See you guys. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Thank you for liking my thumbnails, everyone.
See you.